Around noon on July 18th, I got a call from Blaine's cell, and he said, "Can you come pick me up? I'm not feeling really good." And I said, "What is wrong?" He said, "Well, I'm losing feeling in my left arm, and I'm dropping things." And I said, "Is there anyone there with you?" And he said, "Yes." His coworker was there. I said, "Could you put him on the phone?" And I talked to his coworker and asked if he could immediately call 911 and have an ambulance come out, because I couldn't direct the ambulance to the location of his work. The paramedics immediately made a decision to take him directly to the foothills. About 2 hours later, he went into a full blown out stroke, and he was rushed in to have this procedure, the special procedure that they gave Blaine.
My name is Michael Hill. I'm a stroke neurologist working at University of Calgary and Alberta Health Services. I'm the current director of the stroke unit, and along with my two co-PIs, Mayank Goyal and Andrew Demchuk, we ran the ESCAPE trial. Stroke is roughly divided in two types. There's ischemic stroke and hemorrhagic forms of stroke. Ischemic stroke is the most common, so 85% or so are ischemic, and that means a blocked artery in the brain. And that's the type of stroke we're talking about here. So among those, there are around 6,000 strokes like that in Alberta every year. Of those 6,000, something in the order of about 1,500 will be the severe kind of strokes that we treated in the ESCAPE trial. Those severe strokes are a huge burden to people and to our society. The cost of a severely disabled adult is in the range of about $100,000 a year. More than that, it's the human cost, the tragedy of families being torn apart and people not being able to work. It's a very large burden on our society. So the ESCAPE trial was our attempt to really improve upon the best standard of care. So we're trying to make things better for stroke patients. So we looked at patients who had these big, severe, disabling strokes, and we used a new procedure with new devices to try and make things better. I think there were three key innovations in the trial. One was novel use of imaging. So we used a new technique. It was innovative, and there is intellectual property around this to image people fast and select them appropriately for therapy. The second thing was our emphasis on speed and workflow, getting people treated very fast, getting arteries unblocked really, really fast. And the third thing is we utilized the available new technology called retrievable stents or stent retrievers to open these arteries safely and without complications and with full reperfusion of the brain. And this has resulted in an outstanding benefit for stroke patients, and we think it's going to change the standard of care across the world. We were absolutely surprised by the magnitude of benefit. I think one of the things we learned was, even though we were promoting the really fast, the workflow side, the key strategy of working really fast, there was a huge range across the sites, and so that was a surprise as that we could actually achieve our targets of 90 minutes from CT scan to reperfusion. I was really impressed by how everybody came together and achieved those targets. We set very aggressive time targets, and it's in my mind, it's still remarkable that our sites, 22 sites across the world, were actually able to do this with this kind of efficacy. I hope going into the future that the patients benefit. They're the ones who we do this for and with, and they're the ones who suffer the ravages of stroke and the disability, the debilitation. So that's what we're trying to achieve. On a personal note, working so closely with Andrew and Mayank was and is terrific. I hope that can continue in the future, and that we can do new and better things. On the provincial side, I think this has been great for galvanizing the two teams in Edmonton and Calgary, and I really hope that we can build on that within the Quicker program, our CREO grant, to make stroke care better. And I hope we can do more. We can do more of this kind of clinical trials work to show the world what we can do, because we can do it in Alberta, perhaps better than many jurisdictions. For sure better than many jurisdictions in the world.
I'm totally blown away and amazed that there is this kind of research going on, and that there's Dr. Goyal and Dr. Hill that have helped us have our life back. This procedure should be going to other hospitals and all over the world to save someone after they've had a stroke, just to give us our husbands back or our wives back and have our normal life again. And it's a normal life.